he's got a lot of like common with me. Like stuff that we grew up on, like show that we like let's watch music and stuff like that. So as soon as I seen him putting on something on the chalkboard, I was like, he knows that song. I said, did you do that? He's like, yeah. I was like, hey. And then from then on, I was just able to like chat to him about anything, really.
Imagine that you just got connected because of a song. Yeah. It's just like me saying, oh, I got connected with him because of Barbie. We watch Barbie. She likes Barbie. I like Barbie cartoons.
Yeah, it's like exactly the same thing.
But we ladies are not like that. Hello everyone and welcome back again to the Junebox World. My name is Queenette Adebisi. Today we are going to be talking about men friendship. I've always wanted to have this conversation with my male friend, and here with me I have
Tyrone. Hi.
Thank you for coming here today. Seriously, you know, I've only met you like within a short period of time, and it feels like I've known you for a very long time because of the energy. The energy is there, like this positive energy, the positivity. I don't know. That. Do you feel that as well? Like, do you get energy before you connect with someone, or you just connect like that?
I'm a pretty spontaneous connector, I'm not gonna lie. Like really? I can really I can click with people pretty well.
I think that's main thing, because I think we women, we have to rely on that energy. Like, oh, I'm not the vibes I'm getting. No, I don't really like it. We women, I would say we have a lot of problem when it comes to friendship, you know.
And you've got to be a lot more cautious too. You've definitely got to be a lot more alert in the world, definitely. Yeah. More than men, I think so.
Compared to you men just make friends easily like that. Like, do you have anything you look for in people particularly before they can be your friends?
To be honest, yeah, like the couple of guys on our course, and even the new person that I met on the audio drama course that we're doing now, he's got a lot of like common with me. Like stuff that we grew up on, like show that we like let's watch music and stuff like that. So as soon as I seen him putting on something on the chalkboard, I was like, he knows that song. I said, did you do that? He's like, yeah. I was like, hey. And then from then on, I was just able to like chat to him about anything, really.
Imagine that you just got connected because of a song. Yeah. It's just like me saying, oh, I got connected with him because of Barbie. We watch Barbie. She likes Barbie. I like Barbie cartoons.
It's like exactly the same thing.
But we ladies are not like that, to be honest. We ladies are not like that. Even like when you see a lady, because there are a couple of times I'll see a lady like in public and I'll like their outfit, probably the way they dress and things like that. And I approach them like, oh, hello, I love your outfit. Sometimes some feels awkward and some will be, oh yeah, thank you, that's good. But you know, we cannot just exchange numbers like that. We find it like, I don't know, we have a lot of problem. I don't know what's wrong with us.
I mean, maybe like the superficiality and competitiveness.
Could that be the reason?
Because I've definitely, you know, sometimes if a woman sees another woman and she's very attractive, she might hate on her, but she might compliment her.
Oh, Jesus, I thought I turned it off.
It's natural. It's human. It's human. It's all right.
I actually thought I turned that off, and that just make that sound. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Like superficiality and being competitive, because I don't know, like sometimes some girls will be like, they'll see a girl's outfit, it's like, oh, and they'll be like, oh, excuse me, like, that's so cute, where'd you get that? And it's like, oh, thank you. But then sometimes it's like,
exactly,
walking past just, and then I think that's, but you know what, men are like that too.
Really?
Yes.
And I can agree with you, because some men, I can see some men that are literally like a little bit more petty than we women.
Men are just more starey. Men just like to, sometimes, not all, but like, you can walk in a place or you can walk past a guy and you just got this kind of, you can tell straight away that it's a kind of like, I don't know, it's like an animalistic thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Pride, a lot of pride with men. Definitely a lot of pride with men. Men are very, very, a lot of who's on the masculinity ladder.
Yeah.
Who can be this and who can be that, and who's more this and who's more that.
So do you think men are more proud than women? I think women are more proud than men.
I don't know, because judging off people I've known in my life, I think everyone's just different. There's a spectrum of behaviour.
Yeah, we can say that as well. We can say that. So what's the longest friendship you've had so far?
My friend Reese, I mean, he's my best friend now. I've known him since, we're 26 now, so like, known him since I was 11.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. It's like I change friends just like I change clothes. I swear. Even now, I can't even say, I don't even have any friend, like, someone you actually call friends. I would say I only have acquaintances, people that I know. They are not my enemies. And at the same time, they are not close to me like a friend.
What's
But
someone that you can't, let's say, like call up and like, oh, I'm going through this, and all that. You want to just go get a coffee and talk?
I have someone like, oh, let's go how we can go out, but not talk. And the reason I said that is because I realized that I'm very open-hearted and friendship means a lot to me. So if I'm calling you my friend, I expect the energy, the effort that I'm putting into that friendship, because I'll put all my whole, like I'm in a proper relationship, I will be committed. If you need me at 2 a.m., I'll be there. If you want me anytime, I'll be there. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'll be there.
That's me
And anything that comes, like any of your secrets stays within us. Even when we fight, I will never spill it out. So I'm always like that. So when I see you as a friend, but what I've noticed is the people I see as a friend, the level I put them, they don't put me on that level. So probably maybe if I'm putting you on this level, I end up finding out like I'm at their own bottom level. So I just end up, dropping, and then I decided, you know what? If you are not showing me that commitment, you have to. Now it's like I have rules and what I'm looking for in a friend, just like a relationship. So if I'm not seeing those things in you, I can't call you my friend. I'll just put you on an acquaintances level, because I don't expect we should be talking every day, but when we see, I expect you to fill me up on things that I've missed, things that have been going on in your life, because I will do the same without you asking. If I have to start asking you questions and you are reluctantly answering me, then it feels like, oh, you are not comfortable sharing your deepest secret and things like that with me. So I wouldn't want to share mine. So why call you a friend when I cannot share my secret with you? I cannot cry on you. I cannot feel, you understand? I cannot be vulnerable around you. So I'd rather just, put everyone on acquaintance level until I can see that commitment that the same way I'm seeing you is the same way you view me. But with ladies, it's not like that.
So you feel like if you don't mind me asking, so you feel like in a lot of your current people that you don't feel like there's anybody so far that's, you feel like it's like a really close friend, like say like a brother or a sister?
No, not at all. Even sometimes I feel like I'm being used, because then notice that, oh, you're always there for me. So now I feel like they only come to me when they actually need me, and because they know you'll be there. Women? It's different with men. That's what, like, with men, I don't know how you men, like with friendship. So sometimes I'm always thinking, like, is it because I'm a female, like it's opposite sex, that's why we click and the relationship is always solid, the commitment is always there. When we talk about basically everything. We don't talk often, but when we see, even my male friends, I can rely on my male friends, but I cannot rely on my female.
See, it's like with guys, I mean, I've got a best friend now, like my second best. I don't know, I don't put ranks.
Yes.
What I've realised so far with the conversations that I had with all my friends is pretty much the same, very, very same levels of intimacy and vulnerability, to the point where we're getting very, very close, and we're like, my friend will call me up if he's been fired, or if he's got a problem with his missus, or something's been on his mind for a bit, and he's just, being a bit down, and then we'll be like, all right, we'll link up and we'll get a coffee, or we'll go get Nando's or something like that. And we're like that. But, sometimes we can be on the phone together for, let's say, 2 hours, just like not even consistently talking, but like they're on the PlayStation, I'll be cooking in the kitchen, and they're like, what are you doing? And they're like, and next minute I'll just bring something up. Oh yeah, do you remember that? Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And that's how we do it, like pretty much a good lot of the time. But like, I was out last night and my friend about 6:30 said, are you at home? Which I assume he probably wanted to talk on the phone. I was out, so I was kind of busy, but I messaged him later and said, oh yeah, sorry about that. I was out thinking. Just look at the camera there, just like, disclaimer. But yeah, we don't make a big deal if we've not spoken in like 4 months and stuff. It's not.
Yeah, I don't see it as a big deal as well. But when you guys see, you feel each other up on things that have been missing. Yeah. That's the difference. You get my point? When we see, it's not like we feel each other up on anything that we've missed. It's like, we ladies, that's why I said we have a lot of problem. To the extent of hiding things from each other, probably maybe because For example, if your boyfriend is treating you bad, problem shared is half solved. That doesn't mean I need to know everything that goes on in your life. But I believe that if you have that one person, you should have that one person you can always come to.
Yeah.
So if I choose you as that one person I can always come to, I expect you to choose me as that one person you can always come to.
Yeah.
So if I found out you have another person that is your one person that you can always go to, then I wouldn't come to you anymore. I would just assume that I myself.
That sounds more like a relationship than a friendship.
No, I don't think so.
Because in a friendship, for example,
Yeah.
I've got a friend who I consider my brother, right? But he's also got another friend he considers his brother more than. Hang on. And his friend, who I met through him, I'm his friend now.
Yeah.
But I know those two will talk about things that dude, the other dude, will not tell me because he's known my friend for longer.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
I understand that, and I'll be
with
okay with that. But your friend still shared things with you, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You are not sharing things with me. I'm the only one sharing things with you. But I know you have another friend that you share your things with.
Yeah.
So automatically, that's the way I think. I don't know if it's absurd or probably because I'm a Gemini. I assume that whatever I discuss with you, you would definitely discuss it with that your friend.
No, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't be passing stuff around.
That's the way I feel, and probably because
that might be a trust issue.
I don't know, and that's because we ladies do that a lot. A lot gossip. Ladies gossip a lot. I won't lie to you.
I know.
Exactly. So I would feel that way. Like whatever I discuss with you, you gossip with your friend. You get what I mean?
I know, because
exactly. So it's either you choose me as that your friend, and we both share everything together, and I know that whatever we discuss stays between us.
Yes. In the
exactly.
room, yeah.
Rather than you having another person that you call your best friend that you can also share anything with. So if you can share anything with that person, that means you can share my stuff with that person.
But that's the thing. I understand this has happened before, right?
Yeah.
So that's a trust issue. This is a trauma response. You're having a trauma response to something bad that's happened before, and at the end of the day, you need to realize that you can't put everyone in a monolith and realize that everybody's going to do you like that. So, for example, if I was to talk to you, let's say about my mum, and then you talk about your, I don't know, about someone in your family, and then why would I want to go and talk to my friend who doesn't exist, Dave? I don't have a friend called Dave.
Yeah.
This is just a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
Why would I want to go and tell Dave about something your auntie did when you was 5? What interest is he going to have in that? None. 2, morally, that's not cool with me anyway. I wouldn't do that.
I think maybe because that's you guys. I don't know. Maybe because I've been betrayed a lot by friends, by female friends. So I have that trust issue. Maybe I need a therapist.
I assume you guy mates have said the same thing. Like, why would Queen? Why would we tell Rob about something that
And I think
what satisfaction do we get from that?
Exactly. No. Another thing that I find like a red flag in friendship is if you have a misunderstanding with someone you call your friend that you used to go out with together, like do things to before, and then because you have a misunderstanding, you are not sharing things about that person with me. I would not be close to you.
Yeah.
And we ladies like do that a lot.
Yeah,
that's my problem. That's why I said it's like a relationship to me. The commitment have to be there.
No, I understand that bit, yeah. Because
exactly. So that way I feel like
this sounds like
that
my
means
aunties.
exactly. That means
this is my auntie's this. This is my auntie's. It's like 1 week they're talking, and next week they're not talking.
Exactly.
I'm never gonna talk to her again. Nah, I'm gonna talk to her again. But you know what? Next week's like, do you wanna come round for tea next Sunday? And it's like,
what, you hated her? And it's like, yeah, shrug your shoulders.
So we ladies, we do that a lot. And I'm always like, if you can talk about, I say it to myself, I don't say it to them. But I'm always like saying in my mind that if you can talk about this person to me, because you guys have a little bit of misunderstanding. So automatically, if we have a little bit of misunderstanding, you will talk about me to that person as well. That's the way I feel. I think that's part of my trust issues as well.
Yeah. And see, this is the thing, because it's like that's where you also need to pick your friends wisely as well, because you've got good friends, when you can have uncomfortable conversations and they might not cuss you out, but let's say you're just living life a bit dysfunctionally and your friend's like, bro, you need to sort yourself out, man. What the fuck you doing? Da, 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 da. Or you sit there complaining, but you're not doing anything. You know, them kind of conversations.
You guys are cool with that, but we ladies, we are not.
Yeah, you feel attacked and shit.
Exactly, we feel attacked.
Yeah,
and then the next thing you want to stay away from that person. And you know the annoying thing we ladies do is we can forgive our man for hurting us 20 times, for making us cry. They'll be like, you know what, I'm never going back to that guy. And then you see us going back to that guy. But when our fellow lady like do just a little bit of mistake, that's the end of that friendship.
Well, that means you have to question, was the friendship strong in the first place?
I think we always choose a guy above our friendship. Majority of females' relationship. That's why you see, even when you go into a relationship and you be like, a friend can literally stay away from you because their man is not cool with you. Forgetting the fact that you've known that friend before you met that guy. So because the guy is not cool with that friend, you just see them stylishly staying away from you, all because they want to keep that relationship with that man.
Yeah, it's like
ladies do that a lot as well.
Some guys can do that. Some guys can get in a relationship with a girl, next minute you don't hear from them again. There are some guys like that. Like there are some guys that he could be your best mate. You used to chill with him nearly every weekend. Blah blah blah. Finally gets himself a girlfriend, and then like proper relationship thing now. And you just don't really hear from him anymore because he's with his missus most of the time. That does happen.
Wow.
Yeah, that does happen.
I've not met a guy like that, anyways. So
really,
yeah, I've not. Majority of the guys I've dated in my life, even if you're not comfortable with their friends, they don't care. They'll rather choose to let you go than let that friend go.
No. I'm not saying loads of men are like that.
Yeah.
But you do get those.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
but it's not as common as we women. So what's that thing a friend can do to you that'll make you decide, you know what, I'm no longer going to be friends with this person? Is there anything?
Like lie, basically. I mean,
everybody lie.
But everybody lies. But a lie. What I mean, like. To me, a lie that doesn't really matter is, let's say, you're not telling them exactly what you're doing, as in where you've been last Monday.
Okay.
You could have, I don't know, let's say you could have been doing a dodgy job, you know what I mean, a dodgy job or something, or whatever, I don't know. But let's say you're just not going to tell your mate about it. To me, and I think everybody does that. It's like It's like your mum having to do something that, oh, don't tell the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of those things. I think that's very, very minor. But then a really problematic lie is like something that's kind of gaslighty or something that's very trying to put words in your mouth kind of thing, but you can sense it and you know it is. That will now make you want to cut a person off. And I had to do that. With a person, and well, we'll not go into the context of all that, but basically just I've read something I asked them about, and it just did not seem sincere to me, because at the time I was thinking, but I noticed this and I noticed that, but you're saying it's this now, and it's like, nah, okay, don't play me like I'm stupid. I'm not got the time to waste there.
Okay, let me ask the sensitive question. If your male friend should have like a sexual relationship with your girlfriend, will you still forgive him?
No. Really?
You know, I used to think that men will rather leave the girl and still be friends with that person.
Do you know what? In my mind, it'd be one of those things where it'd have to be a very painful cut off that you have to do.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to do it for your own, to respect yourself, so you don't feel like an idiot, you don't feel like a mug. But at the same time, though, you know, deep down, it's going to be sad to lose that friend and obviously that woman, but can't be too forgiving to that.
You know, I've met guys that they're forgiving their friends for having like a sexual relationship with their woman instead of forgiving the woman. They let go of the woman and still stay with the man, like the friendship.
I think it comes down to like a possessive thing, because technically you don't own anybody, but like you don't really own your mate. But then in a relationship, you two are somewhat of a entitlement to each other. So, and a much closer thing intimately than your friend. So now you've got to go back home to your woman, right? And she's been kissing, she's been looking in his eyes, she's been doing this. I'm gonna say this to the camera. She's put it back in. She's gonna put it back in. He asked her, did she like it?
And you're like,
And she did say yeah. So you got to think about all of that.
oh my God, Tyrone, you.
in your mind, circling around, and then you're gonna be like,
I want to kill her. oh my God.
you know I'm not wrong.
And that's true, to be honest, because being a lady as well, they used to say that. There's always to say that, oh, ladies forgive cheating and things like that. But let's be honest, we don't.
No.
We don't. We are. It's always there.
It doesn't have to be cheating.
Exactly.
It can be any kind of uncomfortable thing. Women
Exactly.
don't forget, man.
Because me as a lady, if my man cheats on me, like when I see you, the thing I imagine in my head is like how you do it with that other person, how you kiss that other person. Is it the same way you did with me that you're doing with that person? Do you actually love me? And things like that. I think all of that. And even exactly.
The deceit.
Exactly.
Laughing in your face.
Exactly. I feel, and then before you know it, the hatred start developing little by little.
Resentment.
Exactly. Yeah. So even if you tell me you're going to work, I don't trust you. I wouldn't believe that you're going to work, even when you're actually going to work. There'll be insecurity and things like that. But majority of the time, we are always scared of leaving the relationship because we feel it's the men's world. A man is allowed to do things like that. You get what I mean?
That's where it comes into, you've got to ask yourself, do I want to be codependent here? Do I want to be strong by it's not, being by yourself all the time isn't fun, but then you have to ask yourself, do I need to be a powerhouse in myself so I'm ready to take on anything I need on my own just in case it happens? Or do I want to be dependent on another human being to dig me out of a hole?
Yeah, that's true.
You do need to ask yourself, am I capable of, paying all my own bills? I've got to take care of the shopping, I've got to take care of the kids, I've got to pay this tax, I've got to do this, I've got to do...
Majority of the time, we women, we are always capable of all of that. Not all the time, not every woman, but majority of the times. I would even say we can handle more than men. But men are physically more stronger.
It's not just about that, though. It's what you've been through, because obviously I'm not going to...
The trauma.
I'm not going to be too personal here, but I lost my mum when I was 21.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So even prior to that, she was ill. So I was pretty much, when I was 20, I had to start paying the bills. I had to start going to her. I had to start buying all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was pretty much and even prior to that, I had to grow up when I was a teenager because she was just her mental issues. But from 21 onwards, it's me doing the rent. It's me going to Asda. It's me going to uni. It's me finishing my degree. It's me looking after myself. It's me paying the electric, the gas, the council tax, gradually, like I told you before with my YouTube, gradually trying to build that up gradually, and just buying stuff for the house. And, she left me with 2 dogs as well. So I had to take care of the dogs for a couple of years. And really, honestly, that's a big kick up the arse. But,
yes.
And I think my mum would probably understand this because of the way I grew up when I was younger. I was kind of bone-eyed when I was a kid. But it's, I'm okay with it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's and like you say, I had no choice but to be pretty independent. My grandfather will help me out. He does help me out. But he's pretty much the only person that does help me out in finances. But I ring him every day anyway. I ring him every single day, talk to him every night.
Oh, that's so cute.
He's my best friend. He's my best friend.
Exactly. Now, to be honest, the only people I can actually really call my best friend are my sisters. We can basically share anything together. And that's because even when I'm in the wrong side, they would tell me that, my sister would literally say to my face that you're wrong, and she will curse me out. She will say everything, and we might not talk for days.
But the thing is, though, deep down, because your sister, you just can't help but respect it.
Exactly.
Because it's sometimes it's good to be told off, because if you're left to your own devices all the time, you don't know that you're doing wrong.
I'm telling you.
You're being a bit delusional. You need to be told off sometimes.
And for days, we wouldn't even talk. I wouldn't talk to my sister and she wouldn't talk to me. And later, I'm going to realize that, you know what? Okay, yeah, I think I'm in the wrong, and I'll just call and stylishly like, oh, I'm sorry for that and things like that. And the same thing, despite the fact that she's my elder sister, I call her out sometimes respectfully and just tell her, you know what, this thing you're doing doesn't make sense and things like that.
Yeah.
And she will listen compared to, and we still get back together. Compared to friends, like an outsider that I call a friend, you just notice that they won't talk to you anymore about it, or they want to share that thing because they're not comfortable with you telling them the truth. And I used to believe like we cannot be friends if we cannot tell each other the truth. So we have to be able to tell each other the truth.
Yeah.
When I'm wrong, you tell me the truth. When you're wrong, I should tell you the truth. And then we have misunderstanding. We settle, go back to the way we have been. That's the way I see, but it doesn't work like that. But men's relationship is always like that.
A line I've got: if you don't want to lie, don't do things that you feel like you're gonna have to lie about.
Oh, that's a good saying.
Because I feel like if you're living a bit chaotically or whatever, or just your morals are all over the place, and you know they're not good, but then you're gonna have to go and put a front onto people and be like, oh yeah, it's fine, or it's this, that, and the third. That's just gonna drain you out, stress you out, and it's just too double lifey.
I'm telling you, one thing about me is I don't know how to pretend. That is just me. So
we all have to cover stuff up sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you want to spill out your mental health to the world? No one wants that.
I don't even think I have a mental health. That's because I don't know how to pretend, to be honest. If I'm sad, you will know that I'm sad, literally. You just see me bursting into tears and crying. And the moment I'm like, what is it? I'm sad. Blah, blah, blah. That's just it. And that's it. I'm gone. Like, I don't know how to bottle up. But I think the only thing that hurts me so much.
I can verbally hide my face, won't.
Exactly.
My face will tell the story.
Exactly. Like you would know that there's something wrong with me. I don't know how to pretend like when I'm not happy, I'm not happy. No, when I'm not happy, I'm not happy. That is just it.
Yeah.
When I'm frustrated, I'm frustrated. If I'm angry, I'm angry. Let me pour my anger. I'm that kind of person. When I'm angry, I can literally curse you out, say whatever is on my mind that I want to say. But the moment is out, and probably maybe you realize that, you know what, I hurt this person and that's it. And you apologize. You know, there's difference between apologizing for apologizing's sake. Like, oh, let me just apologize because she wants an apology. And different between, sincerely. You know what, sincerely, you know, I've actually wronged this person. I'm sorry. Yeah. But if I know you're apologizing for just apologizing's sake, hey, I will not forgive you. I'm telling you, like, seriously, that thing will then be piling up. Piling up. So that's why when I notice anyone is like a trigger to me, I just stay away from you straight up. If you're going to be triggering things in me or making me angry or changing my mood, I'll just stay away from you because I'm living in this stage in my life, like anything that will cost me my happiness or my sanity, my mental, I just stay. Exactly, that's too much. The only thing I want to focus on now is myself and my kids, and that's just it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to add more problem to my problem, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Take it to God.
Yeah.
Is the problem solver. And I feel like we ladies' friendship, like it's just we have there's a lot of envy.
Well, this is what I think I should ask you now. I mean, because obviously, I mean, my female mates sometimes I've got one. So I'm going to try and word this carefully, but I know she'll talk about another girl that I know.
Okay.
But like basically spilling all the tea on her life. Oh, she's doing this, she's doing that.
You see what I'm saying? When I was literally saying that we ladies, when it comes
out,
to
exactly
everything.
Yeah. My aunties are the same. Exactly the same. I'm sorry.
If you're watching this,
They do it to each other, man.
But that's the truth, to be honest.
You're all bad at each other. I'm sorry. You are like one minute when they're falling out and they say, oh, this, that, and the third. Next minute, they're chilling at each other's houses and stuff. But it's just.
And I see that like hypocrisy, talking behind my back, like, oh, she did this, she did that, she did this and that. And then you see me the next day, hi, okay, like nothing happened.
No.
And you've literally said a lot of negative things behind my back. People like that, I think they can even kill me. That's the way I see it.
It makes it more human.
Yeah, the battery went off, the battery died, so we had to change the battery and restart again. But we can't actually remember where the conversation was, so we just pick it up from here.
So if you notice like a cut in what's gone on, then it's just like, technical difficulties. Yeah.
For example, if your friend now is calling you and your woman is calling you, which phone call will you pick first? Like your best friend and your woman?
That's definitely the woman, because sometimes, because she'll be like, "Hey, why has he put the phone down? Hey, what's he doing?" But then your mate would be like, "Oh, he might be busy right now. He could be either with someone." Like, honestly, mates don't take it. Mates never take it that personally.
I get that.
I feel like your girl will take it a lot more personally.
Yeah, like, oh, where is he? And things like that. Start thinking, but your male friend will understand that, oh, he's probably busy and things like that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. But can you be with a woman that would want to, stop you from hanging out with your friends, or that's not cool with your friends?
No, because I've known situations like that, and yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's controlling. That is controlling. Very, very controlling.
So you rather stay away from the woman and your friend?
If it's like I've been out with my friends for a couple of hours, and the phone starts belling out, and then it just starts becoming hysterics on the phone about, "I'll come home now" and stuff like that, then no, that's not good.
I understand that. But you know what? Like me, for example, I'm very accommodating. If I'm with a man, you can bring your friends over. I don't even mind cooking, playing games, joining you guys. But when I love you, I'm very protective. If I now find out that friend knows another girlfriend of yours, I will forever hate that friend. And even if we end up, getting back together, I wouldn't want you to be with that friend, because I would feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm expecting too much. I would just feel like, you guys are in it together. And there's always the saying that birds of same feather flocks together. Because I believe if I was the one, like in that happened to me, that that I'm cheating on you, and my friend knows the person I'm cheating on you with, and is cool with that person, laughing with that person, even talking with that person, and my friend also knows you that I'm actually in a serious relationship with, you wouldn't want me to be with friends with that friend, even if we get back together. You get what I mean? Because you feel like that kind of hatred. I wouldn't even say hatred. You feel like, as long as I'm still with that friend, there's no way you'll be able to trust me. Let's be honest with each other. No. Because especially when I tell you I'm going out with that particular friend, probably maybe let's say I'm going out with Brenda, a friend that doesn't exist. Let me use Brenda as an example. And you know that Brenda knows that I'm having an affair before when I cheated on you, and she's cool with the person I was cheating on you with. In your mind, you wouldn't trust me with Brenda. So even if we are not doing anything bad or just hanging out, you assume that we are with men and things like that. Especially if Brenda is not in a serious relationship. And even if she's in a serious relationship, you assume that we are both cheaters. So for you to be able to trust me back, then you would want, I'll be thinking you'll be wanting that sum of entitlement. You don't even need to tell me. I should know as a grown-up adult that you wouldn't be comfortable seeing me with Brenda. So I would want to detach myself from Brenda in order to make sure that you can trust me again. So I feel the same thing in relationship with my guy's friend. So if you are my guy and I find out that you're cheating on me and your friend is cool with that person you're cheating on me with, or your friend knows that person, or even your friend is introducing you to girls. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I would never like that friend of yours.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be comfortable. If you tell me you're hanging out with that friend or you're going out with that friend, automatically, I'll believe you're going out to cheat because you're with that friend. And that friend I've introduced you to a lady before. That friend knows someone you're cheating on me with and is cool and things like that. Yeah. So in order, that relationship will finally crash because I would never be able to trust you.
No.
So it's going to be like, is either you choose me or you choose that friend.
It's a very complicated situation, that, because because you want to fight for both, really.
Yeah.
You want to fight for both. You want to fight for both, but you can't have your cake and eat it too with that. And yeah, I mean, I've not been there myself, but it's I know situations like that. But sometimes it just ends up coming to the point where the missus has to realise that the guy's friend isn't all that bad. And we're not talking about cheating. We're talking about, let's say the guy with the missus has a single mate, and she doesn't want him going out with him because he acts too single. And yeah, that's just gonna have to become, you're gonna have to like suck it up and accept that.
Yeah, that's different. I wouldn't care
But telling him to go and do stuff, if you're the kind of friend that's telling him to go and cheat and do this and do that and do this, like that's a bad friend, really.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Even if you're not telling him to go and do it, and you know that he's doing it, you cannot tell him off that what you're doing is wrong. You have a woman, you have a missus. You know, sometimes this is something I can do. If my female friend is cheating on a man, and I know that man, she's an adult, I cannot tell her what to do. But as a friend, I can literally be telling her off that this thing you're doing is bullshit. And the guy she's cheating on a man with, we know that I don't like you. Because I know she has a man. And I talk to that man, I'm cool with that man. So the same way I'm cool with that man, don't expect me to be cool with you. Anytime I see you, I can literally walk off from you. So you would know that, why does your friend doesn't like me? So if you're no longer with my friend, I will later meet in the future, I can apologize for my behavior. Like, I'm sorry for the way I reacted, but at that time, my friend is in a serious relationship and I know that person. And I cannot be cool with you knowing the person my friend is. You get what I mean?
Yep.
I think that should be the way it should be.
Yeah.
Not you like laughing and still be cool with that person you know is having an affair with. And at the same time, you know the main chick, you go there, she entertain you, cook for you and things like that. You get what I mean? And a lot of men, I wouldn't say a lot of men because I've not met all the men in the whole world.
I'm honestly not offended at all. I know men. We've all been stupid.
I don't know what to say because I don't want to change the topic and take it to somewhere else. But yes, you men are stupid. I agree with that.
Looking at the camera.
You know what, guys? Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and that's going to be the end for today. So I don't even know what to say. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video, comment your opinion down below, and follow all our social media platforms so you don't miss out on anything. And I hope to see you again next week. Bye.